thank you for the kind invitation to come and speak today as we honor our patriots who have served and continue to serve our great nation. It's a true blessing to represent the United States Navy as we pay tribute to all who have served this country throughout our nation's proud history. Veterans Day is a day set aside by our country to recognize, honor, and give thanks to our nation's veterans for their sacrifices in defending and preserving our freedoms, for uniting us with determination and dedication. It's not necessarily a celebration, though, but a solemn day. A day for reflection, a day to remember, and a day for prayers. Prayers for the fallen, prayers for those lost, prayers for those in harm's way even today. It was in November of 1919, 1 year after the end of World War I, the war presumed at the time to end all wars, that Armistice Day, meaning the day of truce and peace, was celebrated by proclamation ordered by President Woodrow Wilson. As we know, this war to end all wars was only the beginning of our enduring efforts to sustain peace, freedom, and liberty within our nation as well as throughout the world. It is because of the sacrifices, efforts, and heroism of our past and present servicemen and women that we are able to stand united, not only in the security of our freedoms, but also in the hope of a world at peace. What started in 1919 has evolved into a day of recognition for all of our veterans, past, present, and even future, who have given of themselves so that all Americans can bask in the liberties, peace, and freedoms this country was founded upon, uniting us as a nation. Our observance of Veterans Day allows each of us to reflect and focus on all who have given themselves to preserve our ways of life now and for generations yet to come. So it seems only fitting that I stand before you in the aftermath of a heated election, one that sparked strong emotions, arguments, and temperaments on all sides. It's fitting because it is in this election, more than any other in our past, that our citizens arrived at voting booths throughout the country to have their voices heard, standing together for hours in long lines, regardless of who they were voting for, in order to exercise their rights as prescribed in our U.S. Constitution. The same Constitution that every veteran in every branch of service has sworn to defend and adamantly protect from all who would deny their citizens' rights. This day, more than any other, is a time to recognize and realize that we might have different views about how things are supposed to go and how to make it happen. But the bottom line is that we are one nation under God, and we will not tolerate anyone taking away freedom of religion, speech, assembly, the right to bear arms, or anything else prescribed in our Constitution. Veterans have fought and died to ensure all citizens, past, present, and future, can bask in the freedoms of this nation without fear, without retribution, and without denial. We might not agree on all religions. We might not agree with everything being said by everyone, with every group who assembles, or every person who decides to bear arms. But this makes no difference, because we don't have to agree on these individual things. One thing that brings us all together is the idea that we are the United States of America. We recognize our imperfections. We recognize the issues that seem to tear at our spirits, those things that seem to be ripping our country apart. Yet still, we remain the United States of America. We stand together united in our plight to preserve our freedoms as a nation. We recognize that when bad things happen, we unite, crossing all parties, religious, cultural, and social lines previously drawn in the sand, coming together for one another when times are tough, when storms and terrorists and criminals try to break the united spirit of America. We remain united. So I say today, thank you. Thank you to those who have served and are currently serving, and to the thousands of family members who have supported and who currently support our veterans and their passion for our United States. Thank you. Thank you for caring for our citizens even when you disagree. Thank you for your patriotism, your professionalism, your enduring hope. Thank you for your love of country, for keeping us united, and most of all, thank you for your willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. It's on this day that we reflect on all those we have lost, who have given the ultimate sacrifice to secure our way of life. To those who fought in deserts, jungles, cities, oceans, and fields, be it on land, in air, or in the sea, we will never forget what you've done for us. Your memories, your action, your dedication unite us. It is because of your patriotism that we stand on our freedoms. It is your sacrifices that inspire us and future generations to continue our pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness for all. And believe me, we are united in this pursuit. It is by the sacrifices of our patriots that this nation remains strong and unwavering. It is because of your love and dedication to country that the words of President John F. Kennedy still ring true today when he said, "Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival of liberty." We are fortunate to have been blessed with a nation such as ours. A nation our military service members, past, present, and future, still believe is worth fighting for. We are one nation, under God, indivisible. Let me say that again. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We do not have to agree on all issues, and we might not always agree on how to accomplish our goals or how politics in our country should be run, but nevertheless, we are indivisible, united in our pursuit of preserving liberty and justice for all. We come together as a nation when any outside force attempts to divide us. Have no doubt we will stand united. We will not tolerate living in fear. Do not step on our liberty. We will respond united. We will not tolerate injustices. Do not deny our rights to our citizens. We will not tolerate attacks on our cities. We will respond because we believe, because we love our country, our citizens, our Constitution, and all whose sacrifices have allowed each of us today to live in the greatest country in the world. For all our veterans and their families, past, present, who believed enough to stand for their country by wearing the cloth of their nation, we honor you today. And I must admit, one day is not enough to honor our patriots. One day seems so small when compared to the weeks, months, and years our veterans have dedicated to ensuring our freedoms. And yet, we can use this day as a day to tell our children the stories of our heroes. We can use this day as a reminder to ask our veterans to share their stories of service with us. A day to remember the price of securing our futures as a nation. A day to remember to say thank you to those who have served and continue to serve this nation for the sake of uniting future generations of dedicated citizens. President Harry Truman said, "Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices." To all veterans and their families here today, whether past or present, on behalf of many grateful Americans and a grateful nation, united in one voice, I say again, thank you. Thank you for your honor. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your commitment and your sacrifices. Thank you for showing us the way and leaving a legacy that we will always remember. A legacy that unites our nation a legacy inspiring our next generations of veterans and their families for years and years to come. Thank you.
God bless you.